Hey, hey, hey! What up, what up? Man, that took a hot minute for me to get myself ready for this. Hey, what up, everyone? How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing on this lovely Thursday? Man, today was one of those days that were I just felt tired. One of those tired days. But yo, how's everyone doing? You know, just another day for another day of Umineko. Man. Place the chessboards on your furniture. Place chessboards on my furniture. Oh man. But yeah, let's get into this. Let's see. Yeah, we just started episode 3 yesterday. So not yesterday, Tuesday. Wow. 3 days streaming 3 days in a row. Jeez. This is a record for me. But yeah, yo, let's get this going. Hey, Grand Prize. What's up? How you doing? Man. Okay, let me make sure I have my things right. Oh boy, wrong button. Actually, undo that for a second. Because y'all can't hear the desktop. There we go. What's my volume at? Oh, no wonder. Man, okay, there we go. Let's get this going. I'm loading up. Wow, okay. High hopes for me. Okay, let's go. And we left off with good old Rudolph. Man. It's been a while since we've seen some of these characters. Because last time we saw them, they were dead. Okay. I hurt my hand earlier. So. Okay. Dang. Okay. Okay, go back. Okay, so the boost me okay. Bring it on, let the next game begin. Okay. Okay, let me check some things first. Okay, we have everything here, and we also had the second page of stuff here too. Yeah, okay, awesome. Let's just go back here. Okay. Huh. I indicate cigarettes so much. Oh, Rudolph. Crossing a smoker? Oh no, he's referring to Ava. Okay. Ava don't like to smoke cigarettes. Yo, same. Rudolph and Hideyoshi went onto the deck and took out some cigarettes. Ava had always hated the smell of cigarettes, but when she was in a bad mood, she got even more sensitive to them. When they decided to smoke casually until they reached the island, the two of them had gotten yelled at and chased out onto the deck. Hideyoshi tried to use his lighter, but the strong winds gave him some trouble. Rudolph took out a Zippo with a smooth gesture and let Hideyoshi borrow the flame. The Zippo, I'm assuming that's just the light. Well, actually, no, because they said lighter. Did you try to use lighter? What the heck is a Zippo? I'm assuming it's a type of lighter. Okay, my mic's on. I don't know why I thought my mic was off. After the war, okay. So we talked about culprits without drawing any conclusions, but ... Is there anybody you think you could rule out from that list? Rule out as in people whom I don't think are culprits? Okay, so I'm going to go based on that. So people who I could rule out from that list. Okay, my hand really bothering me. I have to go to the doctor. But out of that list I could rule out, of culprits that is, Kinzo I want to cross out, even though he has ties to Beatrice. But Cross, I feel like we've seen a bunch of Cross, but at the same time, not a lot of Cross. Like, he's been there, but not there. Cross, do I want to label Cross as a suspect? As of now, I'm going to say Cross as no. Yeah, not as okay. Yeah. Okay, I follow that question correct. Yeah. Cross. I ain't too sure about Cross right now. Cross is kind of in that blur state because, like I said, I feel like we've seen him. Actually, let me think back onto episode 1 because I keep forgetting about episode 1 stuff. Episode 1 Cross as well. I remember those scenes too. Cross, are you really that shady, man? Cross may be a liable one. So yeah, but Kinzo's off. Natsu, I don't think it's Natsu. I can't see Natsu as that just because of how chill of a character she is. I like her character. She's pretty cool. But yeah, I don't see her as a suspect. Jessica, Nada, Nanjo. What would he want with all this? I don't see any reasons as to Nanjo. I'm trying to think of other scenes in which there's stuff going on. I mean, there's that whole thing with like the corpses and stuff, but yeah, I don't see Nanjo either. Ava. Oh, my bad. Yeah, Cross died in the shed in the episode 1. Ava. Y'all know how I feel about Ava. So, Ava, though, the hostility between Ava, though, I don't know about you, Ava. Would she go out and take everyone out, though? I mean, she's a smart person, but for her to pull that off, though. Let's see. I kind of want to say Ava just because I don't like her. Even though that's not like a good reason. Even though it could kind of be a good reason. But yo, Ava, I don't know about you, Ava. So, but yeah, no, people who are not culprits though, let's go through this faster. George, I already said my thing about George last time. So I think George is up there as a possibility. But non-culprits, okay. It's like I could say who I have as culprits. Battler, we're following Battler. Kiri, if she was to pull all this off, that would be smart. But yeah, in terms of not culprits though, Natsu definitely is not on my list. Nanjo is not on my list. Hideyoshi is not on my list. Yeah, I don't see Hideyoshi being a reason, but yo, same. Agreed, 100%. That's the only thing for real. But yeah, other than that, Ava, bad taste in my mouth. Hideyoshi, I don't see any reason with Hideyoshi. But yeah, definitely Rudolph, I don't see Rudolph or Kiri yet. Genji, I don't see a reason yet. Rosa, last time we saw Rosa being obviously Goda. I cannot be mad at Goda after that last chapter. He redeemed himself in my eyes last chapter. Rosa was being sussy as heck last chapter, or last episode. Maria, nada. Well, maybe. Maria's in that also gray area. I already said what I said about Shannon last time, and how. And Canon, I don't see reasons for Canon. Goda, no. Kumasawa, no, with a question mark. I kind of want Kumasawa is also in that gray area for me now, only because last time they mentioned how she like knows a bunch of like stuff about this island and stuff in the past or something like that, where they mentioned like she knows about all these like curses and stuff, and like I don't know. It sounds fishy to me. I don't know, but yo, what up? I don't want to pronounce the name wrong, but hey, what's up? How you doing? Oh yeah, after the war, yeah, because yeah. I started using what I saw. Okay, cigarettes. Okay. Uh-huh.
わしが聞く耳持たんもんだから、あれももうすっかり諦めよった。
Dang, he was stubborn.
やはり男は強情でなくてはあかんな。
He said, I'm not gonna stop smoking. Okay, good health to you, man. Hideyoshi laughed heartily. heartily, but Rudolph snickered. After being scolded by Ava, they escaped into the deck together with their tails between their legs. There is little doubt who had gotten their way in that exchange. No one. She isn't usually so short-tempered. Are you sure about that? She's secretly. Oh man. Yeah, we did see that. Yeah, we have seen that side to Ava. It was kind of weird. Hmm.
そうなんですか？俺らがよく知る昔からの姉貴そのものに見えますがね。
I believe that.
そうや。Ushiromiya家のエヴァに戻るんや。
Ava of the Ushiromiya family. Interesting.
でもそれはわしと一緒のエヴァとは違うんや。
So she's different whenever she's around family, and, or at least has anything tied to Ushiromiya. That's gonna be a bigger pain than you think, Rudolph. Man. Seagulls Cry to Rokkenjima. Reminder that Higurashi is 1983. Yep, 1986. So, Higurashi sounds like he smokes. Yo, for real. Oh, man.
親族会議なんて名ばかりのこれはただの兄弟喧嘩や。
There may be a plan to threaten money at a cross, may call a family, but it's just going to be a siblings fight. Yeah, no doubt about it. Before the family conference, 3 of the siblings had made a secret pact without Cross. They were all facing urgent situations and needed a lot of money fast. And the only way they could turn to, the only one they could turn to was Cross, who spoke for the Ushiromiya head now that Kinzo spent his time shut up in his study. For a long time now, they vaguely sensed that Cross was taking advantage of the fact that Kinzo had lost interest in his own wealth. And they suspected that he'd started embezzling with that wealth to suit his own purposes. Despite being disgusted by this, they turned a blind side to it for a while everything was still going smoothly for them. Okay. But now that they needed money, they really couldn't afford to let it slide. Ava had asked Rudolph and Rosa to form an alliance, and they were now scheming to take that money away from Cross. Yeah, we know that. Yeah.
そしてルドルフ君も社長や。社員の生活を背負っとるみや。
Yep.
ローザも社長ですよ。ま、道楽ですね。
She's president too as a hobby. She said, "I'm a president for fun."
つまりわしらは誰もが背負うものを持っとるっちゅうことや。
True.
俺も幹部連中の前で単価を切った以上、土下座しても泥をすすってでも金を拾ってこなきゃならない。
Yeah.
お互い様や。わしも
They all really
わし
need
を
money.
信じてついてきてくれた社員たちを裏切れ。それこそクラウス兄さんの首根っこを掴んででも
Yo,
金を引っ張り出さんといかん
one
の
lesson you
や。
could definitely learn from this game or story: be careful with your finances, everybody. Please be careful with your
兄貴は
finances.
昔から兄貴とは犬猿だ。
Dangerous world out
そ
there.
の兄貴と全面対決しなくちゃならねえんだから。そりゃ借り
And
た
being
り
in
する。
debt sucks.
やっぱりエヴァはクラウス兄さんとは昔から仲が悪かったんか？
This is trash. So Ava really has gotten better across the line since long. Yeah.
本人話しませんか？
A bad relationship. Okay, so it's worse than we've seen? Huh.
昔の話は聞いても話してくれんのや。思い出したい話がないんやろな。
Interesting. Some past mental, emotional scars on
昔から
Rosa?
容量も良くて頭が良かった。
Arnie and Shrewd.
成績も良かった。それに比べ兄貴は盆栽だった。 ただそばにいるだけでも十分にプレッシャーだったのに、兄貴はわざわざそれを誇示して兄貴を追い詰めていた。
So he's always been like top of like the stuff and driven him to a corner.
なんでそない敵外心むき出しで追い詰めるんや。そういうのは要領がいいとは言わん。
Call that shrewd. Huh. Interesting.
確かに兄貴は女に生まれたことを悔やんでた。
Yo, getting at for real. Okay.
だから男というだけの理由で当主を継ぐことが決まっている兄貴が多分許せなかったんだ。
Aniki. Okay. Let me make sure I pay attention to the different spellings of both because I'm just reading. I'm just like, wait, which person are they talking about for a second? Yo. Huh. Haha. She'd always boast to dad about that, yeah.
お父さんは古いタイプのお人や。男女には差別的な価値観を持っとった。
The old way.
自己顕示の強いエヴァは少々
Man,
嫌
just
わ
like
れ
her.
てたんとちゃうか。
Okay. I understand that. Okay, I see. I follow. That sucks. Man, trying to prove yourself only, and her trying to prove herself only causes a bigger distance from her and her and Kinzo. Man. I'm over here. Coughing and when you say screw over.
ないのも味気ないが、過ぎれば紅茶の味わいを大いに損なう。
Since you can still drink black tea without sugar, he was in effect saying that there was no need for a woman to study. Those infuriating words were that Nissan hurled at me in my despair. Okay, so flashback here? Yeah, because they had that. When I asked to go to college, only to be denied by father. Okay. Yo, those emojis. I protested that I needed to build up proper dignity and an education as the oldest daughter of the Ushiromiya family, making college an essential next step. But when it came down to it, father's and Nissan's answers were exactly the same. How conceited for a woman. I have never taken the Ushiromiya name lightly, not once since I was born into it, and I've been even more careful not to take my father's name, Ushiromiya Kinzo, lightly. Okay. Huh. Our family is an old one, with many traditions, but it lost its wealth and businesses in the Great Kanto earthquake, pushing it into the brink at one point. Yeah, we know about that. That was when father took control of his ingenious talent, reviving it to be even greater than it had been before. Not once did I forget that I was the daughter of that great Ushiromiya Kinzo. That's why I always made every effort to become worthy of that name. I needed dignity worthy of the Ushiromiya family, schooling, manners, and leadership. Even if I couldn't quite reach father's level, I deepened my knowledge in economics and finance, trying to improve myself so that I could be of use to him at any time. Okay. She just wants to be acknowledged. However, in the end, father never acknowledged my efforts. Yeah. To father, a woman was only meant to support a man, and nothing further than that was permissible. That also goes into like how Cross's and Natsuhi's relationship is. Like, that makes sense why their dynamic is like that. When was it that I came to understand that? It may have been as early as my childhood years, but I was going to have to wait until I grew up before I could truly accept it. Compared to me, you couldn't have said that Cross, my older brother for 2 years, worked hard at all to become deserving of the Ushiromiya family name. He told me many times since my early childhood that he would naturally succeed father, simply because he was born a man. He kept on repeating that, as though it formed an uncrossable gap between us. I couldn't stand it. Even though I always got better grades than Nissan. Even though I became class president when he never managed more than vice president. Even so, Nissan was considered to be the more appropriate successor to the Ushiromiya family just because he was a man. Of course, you could find gender discrimination everywhere in those days. No, it was even considered a virtue in that era. During that despicable time, people said that when a woman is born, she obeys her parents. When she gets married, she obeys her husband. And when she gets old, she obeys her children. Oh my gosh. But that was exactly why I wanted to turn that on its head. Innocently, I kept trying to prove that I was the most fit. However, I eventually realized that all my efforts had been doomed from the beginning. Dang. This dude Cross not holding back with these like insults. My gosh. Yo, Ava had longer hair? But she still kept the blunt bangs? Hmm. Huh. I wouldn't go that far. Wow, ain't that sexist? Wow, disrespectful, man. You tell him, Ava, though. Dude said, I already knew. Oh yeah, she ties her up. That's true. That's true. Dang. Cross, you trash, man. This basically telling her how she needs to live her life. Dang. Oh my gosh, how long is this here? Huh. Yo, for real. And I like that. I like that each episode we are seeing more layers to each character. I feel like with Cross, it's getting worse for Cross. Man, yo, Cross, man. You have, ever since the beginning, you've been trashed here, man. Mid-late 80s, dang, that's... Yeah, because, dang. Huh. They'd be old.
だから社会に出る前に兄である私がその誤解を解くのだよ。感謝してほしいもの。
You ought to thank me. Wow. The
それは
nerve.
全ての女への侮辱よ。
Hmm.
いいえ、私は自分のことを女だと思ったことなどないし、女だからと甘えたことなど一度もない。
Hmm.
私のどこが兄さんに劣っているというの？成績も経歴も何もかも私の方が勝っていて、ただ男である以上の何も持たない兄さんが私の何を見下せるっていうのよ。
It's like regardless of whatever accomplishments he does, not even like this is like regardless of what accomplishments she makes, in the end, Cross will still look down on her, regardless. In the future, that preparation will surely become essential.
だがお前は違う。突に後宮の席を失うことが決まっているくせに、見る必要のない幻を見ている。
Yeah, 40s, yeah.
何が
If
そ
it's
んな
a
に不満なのだ。
yeah. Yo, facts.
男に生まれようとも
The yo,
闘志を継ぐのはお前ではない。
world was messy place.
お前は何が
Still
そ
is,
んなにも
but
不満で私に
a little bit more
突っかかってくる
better.
のか。
Well, you're satisfied with that system, huh?
何が不満かですって？
Hmm.
兄さんはいつも自分は当主跡継ぎだからと私を見下して、
Yeah.
そのくせ
Dang. That was frustrating. What's my complaint, you say? I've got a billion of them. Grudges, hurt feelings, humiliations that I'll never keep. That I'll never forget. That I never forget kept floating through the back of my mind. They all built up at the same time, coming out of my throat as a shameful moan. As a moan. Father Kinzo.
お父さん。
お父様。
He probably overheard our sibling fight. Father entered that clearly unhappy with a clearly unhappy face.
また兄弟喧嘩か。お前にはなぜに弟や妹たちを率いる貫禄が宿らぬのか。情けない。長男が聞いては切れるぞ。
Exactly. Tell him, Kinzo. Even though what you're about to say next probably won't be as happy. It made me change my mind. In a flash, he struck. Whoa! He struck Cross's face. I readied myself to be struck in the same way, but I wasn't hit.
申し訳ありません。
Oh.
お父さん。
Surprise.
お前に足りぬのは貫禄だけではない。
Oh, my bad.
まだまだ足りぬ。何もかもが未熟だ。
Ooh.
にもか
You
か
tell
わ
him,
らず
Kinzo.
自分は気取っておる。それを語るのは100年早いことを肝に銘じ、研鑽に努めよ。
Playing pretend like a
わしはこ
child.
れ以上息子の不出来で嘆かせるでないぞ。
はい。お父さんの後を継ぐにふさわしい人間になれるように、さらに努力します。
It was as if those words were directed at me. Even when he was being yelled at by father, he was still bragging to me about how he was special. About how he was the successor. I just couldn't stand it, and finally spoke what was on my mind. Oh boy. Even though I realized that it would be improper for a member of the Ushiromiya family to do such a thing.
お父様、教えてください。私の何が劣っているというのですか？私はお父様の名に恥じない人間になれるよう、今日まであらゆる勉強と努力を重ねてまいりました。どうか私にも何が劣っているのかお
I
教
mean,
えください。
she's just asking,
私はこ
but
れ以上何を身につけたならお父様に認めていただけるのですか？
what's he
ま
about
た
to say?
その話か。お前には何と言えばわかるのだ。
Oh boy.
お前に期待していることなど何もない。
That is sad. That's sad. That hurts.
女は女らしく料理を
I
最
expect
高を学
nothing
んでお
from
れば
you.
いい。
Man, that's a sad line right there.
貴様には女の心構えがないのだ。 夫に仕えようとする気心が男に尽くそうという海外しさが全く感じられぬ。何のための女なのか。後宮家の令嬢であることを自覚しておるのか。なのに学びたがることは男の真似事ばかり。お前の役割はクラウスの真似事ではないのだぞ。
You can't imitate Cross. Cross over here being stupid. How could she imitate Cross if she's doing better than Cross? What are you talking about?
自らの役割が分かっているのか。
私は後宮家の人間としてお父様の名に恥ずかしくない。
その時点でもう間違っておるわ。貴様の役割は家を出て嫁ぎ、わしにとって有益な男を連れてくることだ。そして夫に尽くし、子を産み増やせ。
And multiply. Yo, when you say it like that sounds,
一族に
I
褒
don't
め
know.
たたえられる良妻であれ。お前に男を喜ばせる何ができるというのか。茶の作法があるというのか。料理の才能があるというのか。何もない。お前がやっているのはみんなクラウスの真似事ばかりではないか。後宮家はクラウスが継ぐ。お前がそれに不満を唱えるというのなら、それはこの私に逆らうということだ。お前は我が娘でありながら父の言うことを聞けぬというのか。
Yo, for real. He's just he went there, slapped Cross, and now he's going off on Ava. Even though if Ava didn't say anything, he wasn't going to say anything to her. But still, I mean, she wanted to still, speak her mind, which I respect. Even though the answer was probably going to be the same, or is the same as Kinzo has said before, which sucks.
感動だ。お前に後ろ宮など語らせん。感動だ、感動だ。
Disinherited. Wait, what was that? I won't let you call yourself. Oh my gosh. We know that changed. Oh. Your health, man.
お父さん、しっかり落ち着いてください。源氏さん、水を持ってきてもらえますか。
Yo, younger Cross, man. I don't know why that's funny to me.
はい。
Yeah, yo, Genji,
た
yeah.
だいま。エヴァ、席を外せ。
Why?
本心ではないさ。
Oh, what?
私がなだめておく。
Oh, in terms of like disinheriting and stuff. Interesting. So Cross said he doesn't mean that. Huh.
感動だ。私の言うことが危険なら感動だ。
Oh, man. Leave the room so I don't have to hear this. Yo, someone help him. Father was coughing pretty badly and Nissan patted his back. Doesn't even help when someone's coughing. I hate when people like pat your back when you're coughing. Does that even help? Because I feel like it's just making the cough worse. Personally, like if I'm choking on something and coughing, I'm just like, and someone patting my back, I was like, yo, why are you patting my back? I feel like I'm going to choke more. As if it was the duty that was naturally is. Like, does that really work? Because in my situation, it never has. It was so vexing for me to let him take the duty all for himself right then. Or maybe I don't know. If I carelessly approached Father at that moment, then I would probably be the one to get hit next. However, I fiercely tried to approach Father's back. Genji blocked me. A disinheritant counter. Oh man. Ava, perhaps it would be better to... Okay. Good. Genji stepping in for her safety because he already knows that it ain't looking good. He's gonna say it again? Didn't you raise them?
クラウスは貫禄が足りず、エヴァはいつまで経ってもじゃじゃ馬だ。男らしい男はおらず、女らしい女もいない。
What?
私の育て方がいつどこでどう間違ったのか。なぜだ源氏。私は何をいつどこでどう間違えたというのか。
親方様は何もお間違いになってはおりません。
Oh.
クラウス様はたくましいご子息に。
Yo, props for that. Props for that, Genji, speaking up for them both.
何もお間違いにはなっておりません。
あれのどこが、どこが麗しいというのか。淑女どころか男の真似事ばかり。感動だ。感動だ。
How many times did he actually say disinherited? Like, oh man.
お父さん、それは私からよくエヴァに言い聞かせたところです。エヴァもこれからは心を入れ替えてレディーとして
There's one section like, man.
どうかもう少しの猶予をいただ
She
けま
has
せん
promised
か。
that she will have a change in heart. I'm telling you that. Can you postpone that soon?
何がレディーだ。
Yo, the way you said that. Oh my gosh, yo, he's on a roll with that. Go quickly and listen to me. Cross gave me a look telling me that. I mean, that was nice of him to like stick up and say, hey, don't disinherit her. But at the same time, he's still saying that, yo, she has to act like a woman and stuff. Like, did I take the wrong path just like Father and Nissan? True, I never studied how to be a lady. Everything I've learned was done in the hopes that I could help Father someday. But is that really true? Haven't I always been trying to compete with Nissan, with whom I've had a bad relationship since I was a young girl? Because I wanted to steal his position as successor and show him a thing or two? Every chance he gets, Nissan tells me that men should be manly and women should be womanly. What does that even mean? I've been tormented by this unfair discrimination just because of my gender, something people are born with and can't do anything about. I resisted, endeavoring to this very last endeavoring to this very last day to study and prove that I'm not inferior, despite being a woman. But doesn't that mean my love of learning comes entirely from a stupid complex I've got against Nissan? Father wanted me to become a lady with whom he could go out in public and not be embarrassed. Did I betray his hopes, earning good grades and threatening Nissan just to satisfy my childhood resentment? Dang, questioning her own actions this whole time. Is someone about to show up? Who's this? Is this her younger?
違うわ。私が後宮家の跡継ぎになるんだって。あなたは私に誓ったわ。あんたは。
The woman whispered to me, was me of my years as a young girl, burned inside the heart of that maiden. Oh, it's a younger Natsuhi. Wait, hold up. What's older Natsuhi look like? Or Ava, my mistake. Okay. That's right. She was my only ally. When things got difficult, when I felt like I was about to be crushed by it all, she would always quietly appear and support me. Okay, so like a mental, her conscious in a way or something, a sort of conscious state or something. When I ran into roadblocks and despaired, she would always appear and support me. When I grew up and memories of my childhood faded, I also started to forget my conversations with her.
私、後宮エヴァは絶対に後宮家の当主になるの。そして、あのムカつく高慢ちきなクラウスを見返してやるの。そのために一緒に頑張ろうって。
That's another possibility. That's I wouldn't be surprised.
そうね。約束したわ。私は後宮家の当主跡継ぎになるってあの日にね。
Successor to the headship. On the day when I had been covered with sadness, wondering why I was even alive, you appeared from inside me, and lent me your strength.
お父様に認められたかった。
Yep.
兄さんの鼻を明かしてやりたかった。そうすれば惨めな自分に決別ができると信じていたわ。
For a time, I truly believed that my life had no purpose other than to be looked down upon by Nissan. It's painful just remembering those days. There are wounds, a crack inside my heart. She taught me how to up that wound. Sew up that wound. Oh my god, I'm struggling to read. I turned my anger into effort and improved myself. Trying to become a person more worthy of the headship than Cross was. Trying to triumph over him by making father accept me. It was my perfect revenge. I was vaguely aware that a woman couldn't become the family head, but I thought that maybe, if I could prove myself valuable enough to overturn that premise, then surely father would select me to be a successor. If that happened, then I'd be able to have the greatest and most perfect revenge against Nissan, who always acted like his succession to the headship was completely inevitable. She said, uh-huh. Yep. Yes. Dang. Man, yo, we calling yourself names. Even though she looked like me as a kid, she was still another me. Her tongue was sharp because it was mine. Dang, yo, she doesn't even hold back against herself. Huh. Well, she about to say, yes I can, and you're me. Anger into power is my magic. Was I forgot that. Again, the magic will become ours once more. Telling her to not give up and keep studying and stuff. Man. Drive Cross into the corner. Yep. I believe it. Believe it. Rudolph won't take. He wouldn't. Or would he? I don't think Rudolph would want that. Now imagine that it's this Ava telling George, oh, man. Dang, telling George to do, dang, that puts things into more perspective too. I almost forgot about that too, man. All that pressure she put on George as well. Man. Yeah, same. I don't think Rudolph would. She cursed them for my sake. Words that I couldn't say so easily, she said for me. Even though I understood that she's just another part of myself inside of me, I feel like she's the only ally I have who can sympathize with me. However, while sympathy might do a lot to calm my heart, it won't do anything to improve my current situation. Yo, for real. Yo, Ava, man. In the end, she can only console me for however long it takes for me to be dejected by reality before I finally accept it. Dang. You can't do that. She rejected my timid thoughts. I understand. Because she is me, I understand.
お父様は少なくとも今は女に当主を継がせないと言っている。でもそれすらも所詮はお父様が決めたルールでしかないの。お父様が決めた以上それを破棄できるのもお父様。人の気持ちなど浜のマサゴが尽きるよりはるかに早く変わるわ。クラウスが愚鈍な男であることは私たちが立証しなくてもやがてお父様も理解する。その時男女の境のくだらない垣根はそれを設けたお父様によって取り払われるの。
What was that previous statement? Wait. Cross is such a astute man that fathers are eventually going to realize it, even if they don't. When that happens, the wall separates him from a man from what would be demolished by father himself. Okay, I see where she's going with this. Okay, I follow.
どうして必ずなんて言えるのよ。
Can you be so sure?
それが私の魔法だから。
That's my magic. Maho.
あなたが信じてくれさえすればこの魔法は必ず奇跡を呼ぶの。私の魔法の源はあなたの信じる心だけ。
Listen to Yoshi have some new eyes, huh? If I use this magic, then surely I'll never have to doubt until the day I die that I'll eventually become the head. But I don't know if that's the right thing for Ushiromiya or Eva. Maybe I should aim to become the kind of lady father wants, someone who can proudly participate in high society. And if I'm reborn, maybe father will change his mind, his opinion of me. Maybe I can find my own lifestyle, just as Nissan has found his. And anyway, I just can't imagine my stubborn father choosing a woman like me as the head, especially if it means skipping over a cross.
信じないの？あのね、私思ったの。
What are you thinking?
私には当主は告げないかもしれないけれど、私は女で子を産むことができるわ。もし兄さんに子供ができず、私だけが子供を産めたなら、
This is that whole thing
兄さんの
there.
次の
Yeah.
当主は私の子供ということにな
Okay.
るでしょ。
Interesting.
それはつまり、私が兄さんから当主の座を奪うのと同じ意味にならないかしら。
It would.
本気で言ってるの？ええ、本気よ。少女時代からの決意を捨てるのは確かにとても悲しいこと。私の少女時代そのものであるあなたを裏切るのは、でもそれが一番現実的なのよ。夢を捨てるの？そして私も捨てるの？
Well, she looks like she is considering it,
捨てるんじゃない。
and eventually she does go with that thought process down the line. Yeah,
あなたと決別する日が来たとい
with
うことよ。
having George marrying Hideyoshi before,
そうね。
like racing before, before Natsuki and Cross have their
エヴァ
child,
はもう大人になった
which is
わ。
Jessica. But man,
魔法の使い方さえ忘れてしまった。今は一児の母。
now she's the mother of a single child. Yep.
自ら夢を叶える魔法を忘れ去ってその夢を息子に押し付けている。自らの人生をお父様やクラウスによってめちゃくちゃにされたくせに、それが大人というものなの？ジョージはどこに出しても恥ずかしくない自慢の息子よ。私には叶えられなかった夢をジョージなら叶えられるか
Living
も
your
しれ
dream
ない。
through your child. That's
ジェシカなんて成績も貧困も不良じゃない。それに
she's
女
a
なのよ。
delinquent, and she's a woman.
ジェシカさえ辞退してくれればジョージが後継ぎにな
So
ることだって。
basically, but you're being hypocritical now. You're just doing the same thing. You're going through that same. You're thinking. You're going through that same type of thought process. You've been saying it was painful. Am I just forcing my own regrets onto George? You are. It's not like I have any right to look down on Jessica with scorn. Wasn't I just horrible for hitting her with the same words that had caused me so much suffering? It is. I understand. Desire to triumph over my brother is part of my own personal revenge. I can't use George for that, but you are.
だから私自らが復讐するわ。ルドルフとローザを味方に兄さんから金をせしめようという
Okay,
計
so
画
this is
がある。
okay. Okay, I follow.
きっと意志報いることができるわ。何しろ 兄さんがお父様の資産をつまみ食いしているのは確かなんだから。つまんない計画。そんなのさっさとやめて泣き寝入りでもしちゃ
Cry
えば。
yourself to sleep, man.
私たちは後ろ宮家の当主になるの。その夢をごまかさないで。だから絶対に叶えられると私を信じて。私の魔法を信じて。信じたら魔法は力を持つのかしら。私の魔法はどんな願いも必ず叶えるの。
What's that last line? A power of magic dwell. Believe in the power of magic. My magic.
信じるわ。信じるから。その魔法で奇跡を起こして。そうでなくちゃ私の心の傷は永久に癒されない。ならよく聞いて。
Okay.
私の魔法の言葉。そしてそれを理解して。謎が解けたなら私たちは後ろ宮家の当主になれるの。だから耳を澄ましてよく聞いて。
Okay. So for yo, there are so many counters in this. Oh man. Behold the sweet fish river running through my beloved hometown. You who seek the goal. Oh wait, what? So then, wait, go back. Okay, then listen to my magic words and understand. If we could solve this riddle, we could become. Oh, the epitaph. Yep, the whole epitaph. Yep. Yeah, solve that. Interesting.
エヴァ姉さん。
What? Oh, we're on the boat. It's nice going there, seeing another layer on Ava, her background a bit, why she's a bit of why she's acting the way she is, and a little bit more of her dynamic with her siblings, especially with her and Cross. Sorry, I bumped the mic. When Carrie shook her shoulders, Ava jumped and awoke from her doze.
ごめんなさいね。寝ぼけてたわ。驚かせてしまってごめんなさいね。
エヴァおばさん。
I'm laughing at myself. Man.
朝はだいぶ早かったんすか？
まあね。恥ずかしいところを見せちゃったわ。ごめんなさい。
眠れるくらい余裕があるのは大したもんだぜ。
Yep, on a boat?
バートラなんかずっと落ちるったの沈むったの全く退屈しないやつだぜ。
Haha, this guy Battler entertaining.
うるせえな。人間誰しも苦手の一つや二つくらいあるもんだぜ。
Same. I don't think I get boat sick. I know I get motion sick. Battler and Jessica came in messing around. Rudolph also made a face as if asking, "Are you okay?"
しっかりしろよ。親父たちの顔を見れば眠気もすっ飛ぶさ。
He said, "Yo, wake up."
せいぜいお互い頑張ろうぜ。
そうね。特に今年はしっかりしないとね。
Especially this year. Yep. Y'all got your plan.
だな。お互いケツの穴を開けてかかろうぜ。
Yo, flex the muscles. Rudolph said these strict words in a small voice that only Ava could hear. Failure would not be tolerated in this year's family conference. All of their companies were hanging in the balance. Even Rudolph's face looked a little tense. Ava's expression probably looked tense as well.
母さん、荷物を持つよ。
Bugs on the seat. Oh man. Moms, I have our
甲
luggage.
板に上がろ
Okay. Now I'm reading
あ
everything.
りがとう。
Yo.
ジョージは本当に気が利くわね。
う。
Yo, it's funny that you mentioned bugs. This morning I had a little fight with a spider. It was okay. I'm gonna just illustrate it. So there's a spider on my closet door. This closet door right here, and it was like right in between, like in between that area where you're about to close it. But if you were to close it, it wouldn't smush it. So it's like in between there, and I was like trying to hit it, but it was like in that weird area. So I was like, okay, let me try and close my door, and then it may climb up. So then I closed my door because the spider, well, it was like a small spider. Because the spider was small and the force of this caused wind to blow, I hit it, that spider flew over and I was like, ah! Long story short, yeah, it wasn't that big of a spider. It was like small. But yo, because it flew out, that freaked me out for a second. Long story short, the spider fell on the floor, I killed it. It took forever to kill it though, man. I was trying to actually first try and get on like a paper and like, read it out, but it was not going to work. It was in that angle. In that weird angle. Man, I hate when things are in weird angles. Yo, I haven't screamed loud like that. Yo, I'm glad no one was home when that happened. I hit like oh man, that was too. Jeez. If I happened to be recording that would have been something to clip, definitely. I have that seeing it fly across. It flew like literally. It went from where that door is all the way to where my chair is right here, just because of that force I hit it. And since it was like small, it like flew out. So, man, I thought it was on me. So then I took off my like sweater that I had on. It's like ah! So. Luckily, it was on the floor, and not on me because, one of my fears is like a bug crawling on me, and I don't know where it is, because that happened to me before. Like a spider went on my face and went, oh, that was bad memories. It's not comfortable. It seemed Maria was already getting excited. She ran circles around Hideyoshi, escaping from Rosa, who was trying to catch her. What a child. Oh, what was that? Yeah, you good? You good, Ava? What was that?
Georgie, 荷物を持って先に行ってなさい。母さんは貧血だろ。わしが肩を貸すわ。
You gonna talk to her, Hideyoshi?
そう。わかったよ。先に行ってるよ。
Something odd in Ava's expression told Hideyoshi that it hadn't been a pleasant awakening, so he made George go on ahead. Yeah, speak to your wife. Leaving only Ava and Hideyoshi on. Okay, both of them over there. Ava had a vague expression on her face, as though she still hadn't been able to escape from her daydream. Yeah, what is of the wrong? That expression. And when you think about it that way, that's sad for George. He was basically born as a tool for you. Like that's sad. So like man. Exactly. Dang. I mean, she feels bad about it. Which is...
ジョージはどこに出しても恥ずかしゅうないわしらの自慢の息子や。仮にエヴァの思惑が多少混じっとったとしても結果オーライっちゅうもんやないか。エヴァはな、もう悪うない。
Yeah, Hideyoshi is just being the most supportive husband. Like,
むしろジョージは厳しくしつけてくれたと感謝しとるくらいやで。
本当にねえ、本当ジョージは私のこと嫌な母さんだと思ってないかしら。ねえ。
Man, this really got her hurt again.
そんなこと
mentally.
ただの一度も口にしたことあらへんで。エヴァの杞憂や。
秀吉様、皆様下船なさっておりますよ。
Yo, this soundtrack is... I love the soundtrack. They really have, like, music that is well-fitting for every scene. And the emotions that are trying to are being conveyed in it. And I think it just enhances it. Enhances.
何か落とし物ですか？
Enhances.
お手伝いしましょうか？
Yeah. Y'all know what I mean. Kumasawa had come to check on them when they hadn't gone up to the deck. Hideyoshi and hid Ava behind his back so that her expression wouldn't be...
すまんな。ちょっとわしのネクタイピンがいかれてもうてな。もう大丈夫や。すぐ行くで。 外で待っててや。
そうですか。
Oh.
それでは表でお待ち
Why
い
she
たして
gotta
お
say
り
it
ます。
like as if they're doing something over here? Like, even though she didn't really understand, Kumasawa realized that something had come up and disappeared, so she didn't cause them any further trouble. Yeah. If they stayed here any longer, they would probably make everyone else worry too.
そろそろ行こうか。ジョージたちを心配させてまうで。
True.
私本当にジョージに恨まれてない？
I don't think so. I mean, Shannon might, after what you said.
恨まれてなんかあらへん。
And he probably might resent you if you don't agree with his choosing of a wife and
むし
stuff.
ろ感謝しとるぞ。悪い夢でうなされたんか。また。
Yeah, so yeah, he's aware of her nightmares. Man, look at those dots. Hiyoshi knew that Ava was often tormented by nightmares, and they always grew more marked on the days leading up to the family conference. Hideyoshi knew that Ava's relationship with Cross was still full of antagonism to the point of being traumatic, and she still couldn't let go of the feelings she had as a child.
それは夢や。わしが一緒にいる。こうして手をギャーッと握っとったら、
That's him
そんな
like
夢もどっか行ってしまうで。な？ほら。
Look at Hideyoshi. Hideyoshi cool, man.
痛いわ。
Yo, for real, do not mess with Shannon, Ava.
もう平気よ。
Man.
降りましょう。
ああ、降りようか。みんな待たせてるで。
ごめんなさい。
ん？
さっきあなたのタバコの煙のこと怒鳴ってごめんなさい。
普段ならそんなことで謝らんくせに。
Huh.
悪い夢見たお前は気弱でいかん。
This dude a
気にす
jokester.
るなや。お前に煙が届いていることを気づかんかったわしが悪いんや。
Okay, he apologized. Okay, yeah, this is nice. It's like a little cute scene here.
嫌いになった？
ならんならん。この程度で嫌いなんて言うとったら3日もたんで。ささ。
Yo, for real.
折れるで、折れるで。
I am curious though, like, how did their like relationship like?
エヴァ様
How did they meet? I want to know about that. Like, I know that they're like a cute couple right here, but like, how did they like meet
大
up?
丈夫ですか
Like,
お体が優れませんか
yo, chill. Ava, it's nice seeing the other side of Ava. I like seeing the other side. But I will forget about all that nastiness from episodes 1 and episodes 2. I will not forget about that. Man, it looked like they kept everyone waiting too long after all. But then again, I mean, that goes again with them saying that she usually acts more nasty like this towards family conferences and whatnot. But then again, towards Shannon, no, do not respect the girl Shannon. Even Ava had to stand up without grumbling now. But I ain't going to deny, yo, Ava, she had to stop forcing her bad mood onto her husband and causing him any more trouble. Because that wasn't something a good wife would do.
大丈夫ですか
Oh, man. Yo, what's up, Goda? What's up, Goda? I forgot you were here, man. Yo,
体調が気になられるようでしたら
I was so distracted by
南條先生をお呼
Ava,
びしま
you
しょう
know?
か
Oh, man, let me stop playing around.
ありがとう。
Okay, what was that last line? Shall I call Dr. Nanja? Okay.
ちょっと貧血気味でね。もう大丈夫よ。
Okay.
婦人病中やっちゃ。気にせんといてや。
This is Yoshi always laughing, man. Him always laughing, though? I don't know, man. Like, I can understand laughing because a situation may be funny, but I don't know, man. You laughing too much. You making me suspicious about you, man. Why are you laughing so much? Can I trust what you're laughing about? Like, after every sentence he has, he laughs. Like, I appreciate the optimism and all that stuff, but I don't know. Eva elbowed Hideyoshi in the gut. By that time, her normal expression had returned, which allowed Hideyoshi to relax a little. He's probably just in a good mood. Oh, man. Why are you laughing so much, little man? The bright sunlight outside made her dizzy. A small plank for getting off the boat was lowered, and Goda was waiting there, smiling and ready to lend them a hand. Okay.
どうぞエヴァ様。
Humongous city. Oh, man.
お手を。
Your hand, Ava.
ありがとう。
ロッケン島へようこそいらっしゃいました。
おかえりなさい。
Oh! Oh, I thought my screen like messed up for a second. I was like, what? No way. Oh, man. Yeah, probably that. Just, you know, natural. What's the word I'm looking for? Natural speech, whatever thing, you know, just laughing. Negotiation thing, yeah, that makes sense. When she left the boat, it seemed to Ava as though she heard the voice of her young self. No, it hadn't seemed that way. Someone had told her, welcome back. After becoming a shameless adult, the voice of her young self was distant. Yeah. Oh man, Hideyoshi looking forward to that. Hideyoshi a looper. That's why he's laughing so much. Man, he is looking. Is that how they end up together? Hideyoshi saw. Okay, let me stop. Hideyoshi never heard her talking to herself. When Hideyoshi never talked to her. When Hideyoshi held tightly to Ava's shoulders, his firmness alone told her that there was no need to say anymore. Maybe it was because the typhoon was getting closer. The lively cries of the seagulls, which usually greeted them when they arrived, couldn't be heard at all. Why does my screen feel like it's brighter? My brightness, right? Hold up. Okay, it's the same brightness, huh? Okay, to time. What was that? To time. What's to time, Seku? 2 o'clock p.m.? It's noon, right? Yeah. Okay. Look at those clouds. I like clouds in the sky, man. I don't know. I mean, when it comes to like clear blue skies, yeah, I like clear blue sky days to an extent, but I feel like having a little bit of clouds, I don't know. It's like the perfect blend for me. What am I talking about? I don't know. Okay, we're at the beach.
6年前のことか。
6 years ago.
何しろ、6年って言ったら、小学校丸
Okay, so this is when they're on the beach and it's the cousins with Shannon.
覚えてろってのが酷な話だぜ。
そうだね。
Yo, yeah, 2-time, yeah. Yo, I wasn't even thinking about it that way. Yo, true. That is what he did. Yeah, Rudolph did do that. Oh man. Oh man, yo.
案外自己紹介がなかったら思い出せなかったんじゃないかい?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
そうかな。
Okay, hold up. Let me just check this out for a second. Ballard, what's Ballard saying? 6 years and Ava's was no, she lost her place. Yeah. And scratch. Okay, interesting. And what do we have for Rudolph? Okay. AKA! Hi! Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. Wait, welcome? Yep.
口を聞いてさらに確信できたぜ。
Uh-huh.
マリア、初めて会った。6年前わかんない。
Didn't know him 6 years ago. If you were a baby then, you were 3.
マ
Toddler.
リア様はまだ3つでしたものね。
それを言われたら俺もだぜ。3歳の頃しか知らないマリアが、こんなに大きく成長してるんだから、そりゃわからない
Yeah, because you were only 12 then, so. Huh. After lunch, we had all gone out to the beach to walk around, talk, and take it easy. Easy. Our parents were apparently having a suspicious, complicated discussion, so we ended up leaving them behind. What kind of game is this? Okay, so this is a visual novel. Umineko, it's part of the like When They Cry series. So if you've seen Higurashi, this would be following afterwards. You would go to Higurashi, then Umineko, and all that stuff. So it's in terms of like genre-wise, it's like psychological mystery. Do I even want to say horror? It's like more psychological mystery. At least that's how I see it. So, but yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, I'm already on what 26 streams, so it's pretty good. Well, since I'd guessed from the start, the conversation focused on me since I've been away for 6 years.
しかし本当に背が伸びたね。僕も低いつもりはないけど、とにかくその身長には驚いたよ。
I'm on stream 26. Jeez. When I think about it, wow. Okay.
そうですね。6年前のバトラ様をよく覚えておりますが、それでも驚くくらいでした。
だな。6年前のバトラからは想像がつかないくらいだったぜ。
Hard to say. I mean,
みんな案外6年も前のことなんか覚えて、俺なんかかなり記憶があやふやだってのによ。
so you don't
だ
remember.
ろうな。
I mean, he hasn't seen them all that long, whereas they've seen each other yearly, so, or
あれは
annually.
ちょっと傷つくぜ。
Huh.
いや、さすがに6年前だぜ。覚えてろって方が無理があるぜ。
Huh.
6年前のことですと、あまり覚えてはおられないのですか？
This was 6 years ago?
私はつい昨日のことのように。
Do I remember where I was 6 years ago? 6 years ago, where was I? 3, 6. What year was it 6 years ago? 2016? Dang, I was in high school. Yo, at this point in time, was I in high school at this point in time? Wait, 2016, where was I 2016? Yeah, I was in high school, yep. Last semester.
6年前にバトラ君がどんなことをしていたとか言っていたとかよく覚えてるんじゃないかい？
Yeah, murder mystery. That's another better description. You can remember the description. You remember what kind of okay.
そういやそうだよな。シャノンって妙なところで記憶力がいいんだよな。
マリア覚えるの下手くそ。楽しいことはスイスイ覚えるけど、つまんないのは全然ダメ。
Oh. We all laughed, saying that everyone was like that.
シャノン、ちなみに6年前のバトラはどんなだったんだ？
High school. Oh man.
何かエピソードを覚えてないのかよ。
Shannon, what was battle like 6 years ago?
So
wait, did she break the fourth wall? Remember any interesting? Okay, remember any interesting episodes? I was like, wait, what?
確かお帰りの際はこうおっしゃっていました。
Oh boy, what battler? What did you have to say, man? What did you have to say?
また来るぜ。See you again. きっと白馬にまたがって迎えに来るぜ。
That is cheesy. Yo. That is cheesy. Yo. Riding a white horse. Man. That is funny.
言いそう確かにそんな感じだった6年前のバトラはそんな感じのバカっぽいセリフばかり言ってたぜ
Yo, he had some cheesy lines.
確かに当時のバトラ君がいかにも言いそうだな。
恥ずかしい恥ずかしい
Very embarrassing. Brought this dude to tears.
最高に恥ずかしいぜ。マリアもきっと中学くらいになったらそういう恥ずかしいことが口にしたくなるからな。そういう時は口に出す前にチラシの裏に書いて3度読み直してから口にすべきかどうか考えるんだぞ。じゃねえときっと後悔するからな。
Tensura King Monster. I've never heard that. What's that about?
いや、
I'm open to playing games. once I buy them. Yeah, I'm always interested in other games. What's it about? That's right. Did you learn a place? Learn, shame, and become an adult.
これは大人への過渡期なら誰もが犯す青春の甘酸っぱくて恥ずかしい消し去りたい記憶なんだ。
Yeah, we all got our embarrassing memories. After all, this was all stuff I'd slip out without thinking, so I didn't remember those words exactly. But now that those words were being recited to me, they were as embarrassing as... Oh man. I only recently came to understand this weakness, and was working hard to avoid such careless outbursts. But I guess I was just born with the habit of speaking without thinking, and there's nothing I could do about it.
じゃあの他にも何か恥ずかしいことは覚えてないのかよ。
まあ他にもいろいろと覚えておりますけれど、そのご本人もお忘れになりたいことみたいなので、これ以上は遠慮させていただきたいと思います。
Ooh, but since the person in question wants me to forget them, okay. Anything memories with you and George? You know.
俺はもう頼むから思い出させないでくれ。
What kind of memories does she have with George, though?
ダメ、いじめはいけないの。
Haha, yo, Maria being the innocent one.
別にいじめてるわけじゃないんだよ。
What, she's teasing him?
この話はこれくらいにしようか。でもシャノン、後でバトラ君のいないところでこっそり教えてね。
Oh, yo, George wants to know though. He's like, yo, what else the battlers say to my lovely to be eventually wife, like to be eventually wife.
そりゃねえぜ、シャノンちゃんよ。
For a while, George and Nikki laughed at me as though warming up for when Shannon-chan would tell him about more of my embarrassing misspeaks. Misspeaks or misspeaks? Huh. George looked like he was flirting with Shannon, but he seemed somewhat open and frank about it. He always... okay. He was always that way with his cousins, but he usually took on his reserved, gentlemanly attitude when it came to the contact with the servants. When I thought about it, I got the feeling he was being overly friendly, which seemed strange. Maria started scribbling in the sand with a stick, and George, Aniki, and Shannon-chan joined in. This left me with Jessica off to the side, so I asked her secretively.
Yo, Jessica.
Uh-huh.
ジョージの兄貴ってさ、その
Hey, oh, he's curious.
シャノンちゃんと付き合ってたりする？
Yeah, man, so stop thinking about her.
何なんでわかったんだよ。
It's like, okay. Yeah, I'll look that up after this then, definitely. Totally picking on battle on purpose. Yeah, for sure. I'll check that out. Let me actually write this down too so I don't forget the name. What was it? Tenshora King Monster? Yeah, I'll look that up after this. Because like I said, yo, I'm always open to checking out stuff. Huh. What was that last one? Keener eye for people. Huh, how do you guess?
俺冗談で言ったつもりだったんだけど本当に付き合ってんのかよ
Yep, they are.
声が大きいって一応内緒の付き合いってことらしいぜ
Yeah, they keep it on the DL.
特にエヴァおばさんの耳には入れない方がいいよ
Especially on Ava, yo, because, you know, Ava finds out. Well, she already said her thing
なるほど
last time, so.
使用人との恋か
Mm-hmm.
いやでもいつの間に
Mm-hmm.
はあ6年ってすげえな
Haha, yeah.
でも確かに兄貴なら人間もできてるしシャノンちゃんも優しくて海外しそうだしお似合いかもな
I second that. I agree. Actually, 6 years ago, I remember taking notice of her just a little bit. I see. She really fits well with George Aniki. Nothing can do about that. Goodbye, my fleeting first love of 6 years. Yeah, so he did have feelings. He did have feelings. Yep. Which means that the collection of embarrassing lines Shen and Chen had just held back on probably had something to do with that. Yep, some confessions, man. Ooh. Haha. I can't take it. That's funny.
付き合ってどのくらいになるんだ
どの段階から付き合ってると呼ぶのかにもよるだろうけど確実に1年以上は続いてると思うぜ
At least a year.
双方片思い時代を含めると数年になるんじゃねえのかな
Huh. Wait. Yeah. Before I realized it, the two of them had separated themselves from the group and were walking down the beach talking about something. They looked calm, and rather than a light relation between the two lovers, it looked like a more serious one, as though they were already engaged.
6年か、でっけえ月日だな
You only remember about
俺にとってのこの6年は何だったんだ図体がでかくなっただけだな親父との親子喧嘩で意地を張り合ううちに6年も経っちまったってだけのくだらない時間だったな
バートラの方こそどうなんだよ、彼女とかできたのかよ、
さて一緒に遊ぶ女の子は何人かいるぜ
Oh, player?
だけどオンリーワンって感じ
No, only one. Okay.
俺がお子様なんだろうよ
Huh.
誰かと二人っきりでいるよりみんな大勢でワイワイやってる方が楽しいように思えるんだ
Yo, he said menage a trois.
そりゃなんともバトラらしいぜでも女友達との関係はちゃんとしっかりしておけよ
Yeah, dude, man, don't play with people's hearts and stuff,
女
man.
の思い込みとコミュニティは怖えぜ
When the girl is one person from it could be said. Yo, true.
勝手
Yep.
にバトラをめぐって暗闘が繰り広げられて勝手に誰かが泣いたり傷ついたりしているかもしれないぜ
True that, true that.
おかしいな同じ忠告をつい先週クラスの女から受けた気がするぜなんだってんだろうなどうしてみんなで楽しく過ごせねえんだそうまでしてつがいになりたいのかね
Hmm.
バトラがまだそういう相手に会ったことがねえからだろうぜ、まあおいおいそういう女に出会うこともあるだろう
Maybe
よ
run into some, you never know, man. You know, just go with the flow. At least that's how I am. Just going with the flow, you know. Something pops up, pops up. Don't pop up,
なんだよ
don't pop up.
まるでお前にはもうそういう相手がいるみたいな言い方じゃねえかよ
Let me stop.
お前はどうなんだよ
Oh, that's nice. Giving like a personalized letter and stuff to your friend for Valentine's Day. That's nice. I commend you for that. Or applaud you. Commend? I don't like the word commend. Obviously, I can't define it. Even though I know what it means, kind of. Haha, yo, you in canon. Hey. Dang, Valentine's Day is what? Next Monday? Anyone here have plans? I'm about to spend all day watching anime. Working and watching anime. That's what I'm about to do that day. Hmm.
話を振ってきたのはそっちのくせになんで俺が逆ギレされなきゃならねえんだ女って生き物は質問ばかりでそのくせ自分が質問に答えることは決してないんだよな
Oh, wow.
ずるい生き物だぜまったく
もうそのよ、告白はさ、一度はしたんだよ。
You did.
まあその
Yeah, that scene with Canon was kind of, yeah, that was kind of hurt.
いや、そのまあその
Yeah, that was kind of painful. That was kind of painful right there. Canon over here just rejecting Jessica's feelings. Man.
そりゃそうだろうよ
Even though he wanted to, but he was like, I'm furniture. Yo, Canon wanted to be furniture, man.
もうちょいおしとやかにしないと男心をくすぐらないぜ
いやいや、やっぱりその私みたいな
Dang, don't say it like that, man. Jeez. Don't tell someone to not be, well, I mean, unless they're acting like a garbage jerk. But if they're acting like, if she's acting like, you know, the way she is, then I don't know. That's like not being yourself around someone, then you're acting like someone else. Like, acting like someone else. You're acting, you're not being real. People like you.
そういう気概みたいなもんでドキッときちまう男もいるかもな
Okay, I see where you're coming from, Battler. Okay, I see where you're coming from.
そうなんだ
Does that work? Has that worked? Battler's actually onto something there. He's actually onto something there. I slightly agree with that statement because if they're okay, I see where he's coming from with that. Jessica suddenly started talking more meekly, and then her face instantly went red, slightly red. I see. Even though her confession didn't go well, it looked like she still hasn't given up. Okay, but still, I get it. After seeing how close George, Aniki, and Shannon have gotten, I also kind of want to find a girlfriend. Yep, you see everyone else together, then you feel like, oh, hey, let me go get together with someone. 6 years. 6 years of puberty are pretty important, and they went by pretty fast. They do. As the typhoon approached, the clouds grew steadily grayer, but even so, I had this really refreshing feeling. Maybe I'll try thinking more seriously about the opposite sex, more than just the size of... Yo, Battler, focusing on physical proportions a little too much, like...
ところで、ジョージの兄貴は使用人のシャノンちゃんと付き合ってるわけだが、まさか。
Hey, Battler being smart with it. He said connecting the dots. He said, wait a second. George has feelings for a servant. What about you, Jessica? You got feelings for another person? So obvious. Can't hide that.
そういや、バラ庭園で挨拶したカノン。口下手だからって。ジェシカ。
Yeah.
かばってたよな。
Yeah, yes, true.
いや、そんなことは。
Oh my gosh. Oh no, not NTR, man. Yo.
じゃあさ、これだけは教えろよ。
Oh, what's up?
今この瞬間、ジェシカが狙ってる男は半径1キロ以内にいるか？
いや。
I mean, if she says yes, I mean, that could be a number of people. That we got Cannon on the island, there's Nanjo on the island, there's Goda, and there's also Genji. Yo. Cannon was the only boy on this island now who could possibly become a boy. Yeah, he's like the youngest one, so judging by reaction, I was right on. I didn't think that the Ushiromiya family as a noble family, but love with a servant? I wouldn't have dreamed the two pairs of Romeo and Juliet would be right next to me. True. Aunt Ava would probably become an obstacle to George Aniki and Shannon-chan's love. But if Aunt Ava ever learned that Shannon-chan was the partner of her only beloved son, she'd probably scream at her for trying to steal away her precious George. And the relationship between Jessica and Cannon would probably be just as full of difficulties. Aunt Natsuki was also very strict about that kind of thing. Natsuki too. After all, Jessica's husband would probably become the head of the Ushiromiya family in the future. If that person had once been a servant working for the family, well, things would get complicated. True.
人の恋路なんてそれぞれさ。一緒にいて楽しい相手とつがいになりゃいいじゃねえか。つがいってのは互いが互いを認め合う以外に何の許可もいりやしない。
I just wasted my time with that. Okay. When two people pair up, they don't need permission as long as they accept. Yeah,
親がどうこう、家がどうこうなんて気にしたら負けだぜ。それを忘れるなよ。半端な気持ちで付き合うんじゃねえぜ。
Huh.
恋もしたことねえくせに達観したようなことを言いやがって。
I think he might have to an extent. I mean,
恋は損得感情でするなよ。ハートでしろよ。俺が言いたいことはそんだけさ。じゃな。See you again. Have a nice day.
you just gonna go over there and play Maria in the sand now? Over here with that English right there. Oh, ooh, that's another possibility there too. You're right. You're right. Oh, that was these lines. Yo, even Maria's in on this now. Yo, for a while I forgot that the wind was getting stronger and played around on the beach. Yo, this was nice. I grew a lot these past 6 years, and being able to celebrate my youth and meet with all my cousins was truly refreshing. It was a bit late now, but I realized that I should have gotten back together with everyone a lot sooner. Returned to the Ushiromiya family. The time you miss out with family, man. Oh yeah, true. I spend time with family. Yeah, true. Hey, okay. I like that.
それはいい提案だね。いつかそういう機会を設けてもいいかもしれないね。
同感だね。
Yep, I see you again.
私たちいとこはいつまでもずっと仲良しがいいよ。
おいおい、そこを強調するとまるで普段の親戚同士の仲が悪いように聞こえち
The
まうぜ。
relatives usually end up paying each other, huh? Well, in this family, the Ushiromiya family, George Aniki and Jessica laughed, but felt just a little strained. Did I say something wrong? Judging by how our parents made quiet expressions and tired faces every once in a while during the boat ride and at the airport, maybe I should have kept that to myself. Yikes. Don't kill the mood, man.
そうだな。ジェシカの言う通りだぜ。俺たちはいつまでも仲良しでいようぜ。
マリアも一緒。みんな仲良し。
Okay.
そうだね。僕たちはいつだってみんな一緒だよ。みんな仲良しだよ。
私たち 何恥ずかしいこと言い合ってんだろうな。なんだか照れちまうぜ。
Haha. Little sentimental moment.
とても大切なことだと思いますよ。人は願わねばいつまでも一緒にいることどころか仲良くいることさえ難しい生き物なのですから。
Uh-huh.
そうだね。みんなが仲良くいられることを決して当たり前なことだと思ってはいけないね。
Friendly for granted.
知り合いの魔女が言ってた。
We had good vibes going the whole time, then Maria had to bring up a witch. Oh boy.
幸せはみんなが信じなくちゃ叶わないんだって。
確かにね。信じる力には魔法が宿るかもしれない。それを全員が信じたなら、きっと幸せを運んできてくれ
The
る、
power of belief. Oh boy.
よし。なら恥ずかしいことのついでだ。私たちはみんなで信じ合うと誓おうぜ。みんないつまでも仲良しで、いつまでも幸せでいようって。
Okay. Like heck, we'll end up like our parents. As if we'd ever search for each other's weaknesses, going after grandfather's fortune. Well, you say it like that, man. Like you're foreshadowing something, possibly.
いつまでも仲良しで幸せだ。それをみんなで信じようぜ。
Yep. No matter how much we cousins tried to nostalgically have fun, dark clouds continue to approach Rokkenjima. I wonder if the typhoon will pass and let us see the clear skies before we leave this island. Who cares about what our parents are planning? Who cares about the inheritance and the honor of our old family? As youthful as we were renewing our old friendship, and we all believed together that we could find happiness. That's why I want this pair of days to end without anything weird happening. In peace and harmony, in happiness, harmony, and calmly. No, I don't just want them to end. Please let them end. Yeah. Oh man, yep, this is bound to happen. Good old Beatrice. Killing all that, yep. They know this is no slice of life here. Oh man. Yo, she went there mood killing instantly. Oh, she's controlling the weather? Oh, yep, the weather, yep. Typhoon, yep. To the spirit world, huh? Dang, just like that? And so the tale repeated for the third time. River to an endless witch. What did it matter whether it was the first, second, or third time? It probably didn't matter at all. After all, this was a tale fancily, endlessly repeating until the match was settled. Would Battle surrender first, or would the witch? Also, they're going to have another line after that. I was ready to put in like a commentator voice, but I guess not. Oh, wait. Then the sky grew dark and cloudy, and the rain and wind were summoned together and became a typhoon. Maria could be seen in the rose garden, paying no mind to the rain that had started falling, going around in circles, searching for that single rose that should have been marked. Maria definitely remembered it. The rose had been in the flower bed right here, and yet it wasn't anymore. She didn't know what to do with her irritation at not being able to find something that should have been there. And moaning bitterly, she couldn't help but keep going back and forth in circles around the same spot. She was acting almost as though she'd been able to see it if she looked at a different angle. But even though she did that, there was no way to find something that wasn't there. Okay. And the wind grew increasingly strong, and the rain turned to cold, large drops. There was no way even Maria would fail to notice this. However, she couldn't find her rose here. It would surely disappear forever. Maria believed that. That feeling spurred her on to keep searching for a rose that she had no chance of finding. Until then, the cold drops of rain tormenting Maria were suddenly blocked. Yup, the witch showed up. Which one do you choose between Overlord and Tensura? I have to go with Overlord. Only because I haven't finished Tensura. Did I even start it? I think I saw an episode or two of Tensura, but Overlord I've gotten through all 3 seasons, so I know more about Overlord than Tensura. Maria raised her head. When she did, she saw an umbrella there, protecting her from the rain. And the one holding out the umbrella was the witch she admired, Beatrice. Mm-hmm. Yo, why she sound quiet? Mm-hmm.
自らの健康も気遣いたいものよね。
マリアのね、バラが見つからないの。
おお。
何度探してもね、ここにあったはずなのに見つからないの。
それが見つからぬと。
Indeed.
そなたも魔女の見習いならば、魔法にてバラを探してみるという。目だけで探そうとするうちは、それには遥かに及ばぬであろうね。
Huh, yeah. Okay, so Maria's going to use some magic?
見つけられない。マリアも頑張って魔法で探そうとしてるけど、見つけられない。
So she did try, but... Huh.
魔法の修行にはちょうど良いかとも思うが、この風雨はそなたには少しきつかろう。
Then why try using magic then? For her level.
特別に力を貸してやる。
Okay.
弟子の身を案ずるのも師匠の役割だからね。
Okay.
ありがとう。
You're welcome. Maria's face, which had been full of sadness until now, split open into a grin. Favorite character from Overlord? Sebas. Yo, Sebas the homie. Maria knew. She knew that there was nothing Beatrice's magic couldn't do. So she was sure that Beatrice would be able to find the rose easily, even though Maria couldn't. Just a chill dude. Maria closed her eyes lightly, acting as though she was listening for something in all this wind and rain. Then she heard it, opening her eyes and spoke. That is his name, right? The butler, Sebas? That's his name? All his words are trans. All this wind. Oh, so that rose is gone.
それじゃマリアのバラは。
Long ago this world, yeah. Goodbye, Rose. Is she gonna cry? Don't cry. What Beatrice had said was quite reasonable. There was nothing odd about the flower being broken off and stem in the strong wind. Excuse me. However, Maria couldn't accept this and bitterly gave a low-pitched moan. Yeah, what? Yeah, sure. The art of endless magic, huh? Ooh. Yo, even Beatrice making her cry. Maria wiped the tears from her eyes full of regret. Ah, that's why. Okay. Okay, interesting. Beatrice shrugged her shoulders and chuckled at Maria's pitiful expression. Definitely looking forward to season 4, though. And that movie. Yeah, that hole. Hole. Sounded like Dio. Beatrice shrugged off her shoulders and chuckled at Maria's pitiful expression. Hole? You gonna approach me?
バラを蘇らせる秘術。わらわが力を貸し。本当？ではそなたの心の力を集中させるがいい。目を閉じ、雨を忘れ、風を忘れ、航行するバラの魂を心の目で探すのだ。
There we go. Teaching her how to use magic. Bring back that flower, or rose. What was that she said exactly? Concentrate on the power of your heart. Close your eyes, forget the rain, and search for the soul of the wandering rose with the eyes of your heart. Okay, interesting. Maria closed her eyes. Then she repeated Beatrice's song-like words.
思い出してごらんなさい。バラ、そなたがどんな姿をしていたの？
さあさあ、思い出してごらんなバラよ。そなたがどんな姿をしていたのか。
Is it going to work? Oh!
聞くの。そして信じる。
The power of believing.
肉の檻に閉じ込められし、魂の力を解放する。そう。良いさ。
Around Maria, who was concentrating her power, her eyes tightly shut. Small golden butterflies began to dance. Was this the manifestation of the magical power Maria held?
さまよいしバラの魂、今一度集う。そしてその姿を思い出すがいい。さあさあ集えよ。思い出せよ。
The glitter of gold butterflies began to strengthen, and their numbers increased. Then Beatrice raised a finger up to the skies, and they began to gather at the tip of that finger. Well then. This was the miracle of the golden magic. The gold butterflies began to condense into a single dazzling grain of gold. It was a single glittering gold seed. Okay. It rose to the tip of Beatrice's finger, budded to the golden sprout, and opened into a golden leaf. It then slowly fell from that fingertip, sank into the mud of the flower bed, and began to grow steadily. Mira, who admired magic and the witch, really wanted to see this fantastical sight. However, as an apprentice, Maria was still not qualified to see it. No, she was probably afraid that if she opened her eyes to look, the power that she had concentrated in her heart would be cut off, and the magic would be lost. Therefore, Beatrice, as the only one permitted to witness this golden miracle, was the only witch, the sole master of many miracles. Then the fully grown rose bloomed, creating one golden flower. And when Beatrice poked it with her finger in just the right way, the gold-colored sparkled, scattered, just as a golden soap bubble had popped, and what remained was a single beautiful rose. Okay. Okay. Beatrice, for the sake of her cute apprentice, who was moaning even more now in concentration, decided to use one more bit of magic. What's she going to do with the flower? Make it gold? When she snapped her fingers, a single gold butterfly appeared, flittering around and landed on the flower that had just been revived. Then it suddenly burst open and disappeared, becoming a gold lace and marking the rose. Okay. There we go. The Beatrice said over there. Stop your whining. Don't you dare, like, go back to that. Haha, you're welcome.
早く魔女になりたい。ベアトみたいな大魔女になりたい。
Haha.
なれるとかつてのわらわもそなたのように無邪気にそれを望み至ったの。
Yeah, we saw that in the beginning of this episode last week. Maria was ecstatic over the revived Rose, clapping her hands and jumping around in joy. Watching that, Beatrice also smiled, looking fairly pleased. Interesting. Parallel to her past, probably. By now I can break and repair any soul if I try, not just as well as kill and revive as I please. Come, the bear of the storm will now seal Rokkenjima out from the natural world. Now is the time for the Golden Witch Beatrice to descend as an endless witch. There we go. Beatrice pulled from her pocket an envelope with the family crest, the one-ringed eagle, and gave it to Maria. Maria flocked around at being selected as to be the witch's messenger. Okay.
さて金蔵、そなたの遊びに再び付き合いに来たぞ。
Let the games
我らの
begin.
準備はすでに万端よ。 そなたの方はどうなのか。今宵のゲームにかけるコインの用意は十分で
Enough
あ
coins.
ろうな。
Someone having fun on that organ.
無論準備は十分であるぞベアトリーチ。
Okay.
駒はふんだんに用意したぞ。備えも心構えも十分だ。
Physically and mentally.
さあアンティを支払おうではないか。
Okay.
そなたに授けられ、最後にはそなたに全て返すべきものだ。さあ受け取れ。
Huh. Kinzo flung the window of his study open wide, took off the valuable golden ring that had been on his finger, and threw it into the darkness of the raging wind and rain. That ring was struck by lightning after twinkling gold for an instant disappeared. Kinzo watched it go, grinning broadly and fearlessly.
負ける気はせぬぞ。
Ah.
お前は私のものなのだ。永遠に。
Mine forever. Yeah, whoever's on the organ, I like this. I like that theme. The ring that Kinzo had thrown became a single gold butterfly and fluttered around in the wind and rain. It headed for the rose garden, almost as though it had been guided there. And then it found the figure of the golden witch and floated around. And that's how it becomes sealed and yeah. When it came down right in front of Beatrice, it burst open and returned to its original form, flying through the air. The way it was going, you would have expected it to fall into a puddle, but it stopped suddenly in midair, almost as if some transparent person had caught it. Apparently, even Beatrice hadn't expected this. Someone else appeared? However, she realized that no matter who it was, they grinned broadly at it. Who the fudge is this? As she did, the shadow of the person who had caught the ring began to fuzzily appear. Who are you? With a monocle. It was the figure of a young man wearing a butler's uniform and bribed with the one-eagled crest. There was no man like this amongst the servants in the Ushiromiya family. Even so, Beatrice laughed as though it was someone she remembered fondly.
Ronove.
Ronove?
ずいぶん久しぶりになるな。わらわのことを覚えておったとは。そなたはつくづく忠義に熱い男よ。
長いご無沙汰を頂戴しております。
Ronove. Did they add him to the thing? Or not? They didn't add him yet, probably. Okay, they didn't add him yet. Okay, if they add him.
このロノ、
But they probably will.
お嬢様にお仕えしていることを忘れたひなと、ただの
The 99th person. Oh, best boy? A new guest? Ah! That makes sense. Not for a single day I have not...
それ
Okay.
よりもお嬢様にこそ 私をお忘れになられたのではないかと。
I'm more surprised about you.
何しろお嬢様は大層忘れっぽくていらっしゃいますので。
Yeah, I mean, you're appearing now, so.
なるほど。確かにわらわは忘れやすいよ。そなたの皮肉を聞くまで思い出せぬとはな。
His sarcasm.
お嬢様、これを。
Okay, thank you for the ring. With an exaggerated yet elegant gesture, he bowed respectfully and held out to Beatrice the head's ring that he just caught.
後宮金蔵より返還されました後宮家当主の指輪でございます。指輪は再び主のもとに。
That cannon pose. Also, Gintoki's V8. Gintoki. Oh! Really? Okay. Yeah, dang it.
金蔵によるゲームの開始宣言。確かに受け取ったぞ。
Yep, the games begin.
さて、今宵はどのようなお遊びになさいましょうか。
Okay. Yep.
早速、ルーレットをご用意いたしましょうか。
Okay.
それとも、まずは紅茶をご用意
He
いたしま
said,
しょ
yo,
う。
roulette or tea? Is there a
ど
third?
ちらにしようか迷うが、とりあえずそなたの挨拶が必要であろうな。
Yep.
あやつめ、開いた口が塞がらぬというような顔をしているに違いないぞ。
Huh.
なあ、
Yep, Battler.
バトラ。
Yep. What Battler gonna say about this?
はじめまして。自己紹介をいたします。ベアトリーチェお嬢様のおそばにてお使いしております。どうぞよろしくお願い申し上げますよ。
Nice to meet you too. Let me read about you. Okay. Ronove, one of the 72 great demons, works for a master in exchange for various forms of compensation. He currently has a contract with Beatrice as her butler. Head furniture. He's the head furniture. He becomes proficient at housekeeping after serving in many households, so his ability as a butler is very high. Oh, kind of like our boy Genji. And the high society of witches, but he's probably, higher status. In the society of witches, employing him has become kind of a status symbol. Furthermore, the cookies he bakes are superb. You're the homie right there already. You can make good cookies, we're friends. He possesses great tremendous magical power, but since he always stays out of the spotlight to further boost magical, his combat capabilities are unknown. Interesting. I'm surprised he didn't go with third choice there.
ほらな。開いた口が塞がらないという顔であろう。
当たり前だろ。またこんなわけのわかんないやつが出てきやがった。
He did come out of nowhere too.
盆踊りを始めるのかとぼやいたな。ヤギ頭がうようよ現れて。
Yo.
太もも姉ちゃんたちが7人も出てきて、その上今度は7時まで。
You are saying a lot of crazy stuff, Battler.
わかんねえよ。もういい加減にしやがれよ。
ところでバトラー。気づいていたか？
What?
こやつとそなたの対面だが、これが本当の悪魔の証明であることを気づいたかな？
悪魔の証明だと？
Yeah, how so? Like
どういう意味だよ。
こやつはこう見えても70
Really?
に名を連ねる生粋の悪魔でね。
Interesting.
つまりわらわは悪魔を直接連れてきて、まさにその存在を証明してみせたわけだ。
He's like, can't they prove that they're a demon? Battle about to say, how prove it.
ロノウェは地獄に爵位を持つ序列27位の大悪魔よ。なかなかに使える男でな。高級で召し上げてわらわの世話をさせておるのだ。
ご紹介いただけまして光栄です。
Nice to meet
地
you.
獄の貴族に名を連ねど。
Those of noble, huh?
今は卑しい人間の分際で 悪魔も裸足で逃げ出すような大魔女であられるベアトリーチェ様の家具柱として使える身ですよ。
Head furniture to Beatrice-sama, who, despite being a vulgar human, is a great witch in... Oh, that's where my... Okay. I just found out the part of my hand that was hurting. My hand's been hurting. I was like, wait, which part of it is it? Okay, I know where it is now. Which is great to know. Demons flee before her. You put ice on it, probably. Yeah, ice on it.
実に使える男なのだが、何しろ口のヘラのやつでな、時に主への敬いを忘れるのがたまに傷よ。
言葉遣いに関しましては契約書から漏れておりましたもので。
Yeah, he also has... Yeah, that's something I was like, yo.
そのように契約
Yeah, say it in red too. Oh, man. Nothing contracts with the man which I speak with you. Okay.
わらわも退屈せぬからそれでいい。
Beatrice turned her back to him, cackling. He's not a real Scotsman. He can prove... True. Oh, scared me. After Baron once... What time is it? Okay. After Baron once stood back to her again, Ronove turned back to Balor and stuck out his right hand, showing him an innocent smile. Normally this would mean that he was asking for a handshake. He is pulling the He is pulling the cannon move with the karate chop.
私もお嬢様のわがままに振り回されている身です。その意味では私たちは良き友人になれる。
That's nice of you. Thank you for that.
これは友情の握手です。もちろん悪魔の契約の締結を意味するものではありませんのでご安心。
Okay.
悪いが、俺はあんたの
So he said, I ain't shaking your hand. Get that out of here.
俺が敵と握手をするのは雨の校庭でぶちのめし合って、互いがボロボロになって交わせ青春ドラマみたいなシチュエーションの時だけさ。覚えておきな。
なるほど。バトラ様と握手を交わすには十分な雰囲気作りとふさわしい場、そして心に響く甘い言葉と肉体言語の交わし合いが必要ということですね。機会を見てその場を準備いたしましょう。
An opportunity? Okay, I'll look forward to that. Hopefully you have some of those good cookies that you make.
そういうシチュエーションが大好きでございますよ。
Poo-coo-coo-coo? As Ronove laughed tautly, he whispered to Battler, bringing his face so close that their noses were almost... Whoa! How close to his face is he? Yo! Battler, his face turned red after getting so close to another of the same sex, pushed him away. Dude went all into his face. No boundaries. Huh?
お褒めの言葉を賜れまして光栄です。私は紅茶には自信がございますのでティータイムを楽しみにしていらしてくださいね。クッキーを焼くのが趣味でございますので
I'm looking forward to that.
にもこうご期待をお
I
願い
really
いた
want
し
some
ま
of
す。
those cookies.
さすがは同性同士だな。
Huh?
打ち解け合うのが実に早い。
Right off the bat? To learn?
これはお嬢様に嫉妬させてしまい申し訳ございませんでした。お嬢様のお客人をこっそりつまみ食いなどいたしませんよ。
You said genre switch.
これより他の家具どもに再び家具頭に着任いたしましたことを挨拶してまいります。しばしの暇をお許しください。
権限しているのは雑用のヤギどもと儀式役の七姉妹だけだ。挨拶も楽に終わろう。
Okay.
おや、あの賑やかな七姉妹たちですか。
Yep.
やんちゃ娘たちも少しはおしとやかに成長したでしょうか。
Nope. They're the same as usual.
あれがおしとやかだってんなら 俺はおしとやかの定義を疑うぜ。
そうでございます。七姉妹ともとはもうお遊びになられたようですね。その表情から察するに、どうやら変わらず
as always, man.
ベアトリーチェ様にお仕えするにふさわしい振る舞いをするようにといつも言っているのに、困った子たちだ。
その意味でなら安心しろよ。実に主にぴったりなふさわしい振る舞い。
Yeah, I really dang. Okay, Belle, I see you.
そなたも言うようになったな。
Umineko got almost all the genres going there. Man.
しかし、会話は相手を認めるということだ。わらわとの雑談に応じるようになったということは、そなたがわらわの存在を徐々に認め始めている。
Ooh. You gotta say about that?
たとえお天道様が西から昇ることがあろうとも、絶対の絶対絶対お前を魔女だと認定などしねえからな。泣いて俺の靴にキスしたら、もうちょい前向きに検討してやってもいいぜ。
Ooh. Even if Battler was bluffing, he spoke so forcefully, a fearful expression in his face. The witch and her butler snickered together, realizing that their guest had regained more than enough of his willpower to attempt a new game. Let's go, Battler! And that preparations were complete. After Ronove exchanged a few words with Beatrice, he bowed silently to Battler, scattered into several gold butterflies, and disappeared. Yeah, that was nasty.
賑やかになるのは実に嬉しいことだ。この島にたった一人閉じ込められ、己の力を取り戻せず、誰に話しかけることもできない。
あの気持ち悪いやつがお前に似合いの羊だってことはよく分かった。だが教えろ、その羊がなぜ今頃
Why has he? That's a good question.
権限しているのはヤギと七食いの姉ちゃんたちとかなんとか言ったな。どういう意味だ。
Huh. Yeah.
そなたは抗っておるが、わらわはれっきとした魔女だ。
Yeah.
魔界に通じ、人ならざるあまたの存在と交流を持っておる。
Yeah.
だろうな。お前の関係にはろくな連中がいねえぜ。
Yeah.
ヤギの化け物に太もも姉ちゃんに、そして今度は悪魔の執事と来たわけだ。まさかとは思うが、この調子でまだおかしな連中が増えるってんじゃねえだろうな。
Yo, Battler, don't speak too soon, man. Yo.
わらわの荘厳なる黄金館に仕える家具どもと、そこへ遊びに来る悪魔たちがどれほどいると思っているのか。
A lot.
まだまだ訪れるぞ。黄金鏡の扉を開き、すべての家具たちを呼び戻し。
Then she said, "I'm gonna build a new castle."
新たなる城を建てるのだ。
She's always about to take over the land. And everything changed when Beatrice attacked.
三日三晩を飲み明かし、踊り明かしてやるつもりよ。無論、金蔵の一族たちも招くつもりでいるぞ。
Yeah, for what? Years of torture?
そうなんだもんな。
Sadistic person.
つまりこういうことか。お前は長いこと力を失っていたため、そいつらを呼び出せなかったと。それで徐々に魔力が回復してきたため、次々化け物を呼び出せるようになったと。
Hey, yo, Infinite Yen, welcome. Making me fast. You already know. And then since your match was right.
そう言いたいわけか。
そういうこと。
Indeed.
そなたは最後の一戦でこそギリギリ踏みとどまっているが、その心はすでにぐらつき、わらわが魔女であることを否定できずにいる。その心のぐらつきが わらわの魔女としての力を少しずつ蘇らせているのだ。
あの気色悪い筋が現れたのは俺が屈しかけているからだというのかい。
Oh, okay.
そうだ。
Okay, I follow. That makes sense. As the more he surrenders, yo, the more of her people show up. Her people.
あれほどの屈辱を受けてまでわらわに屈服したではないか。
Yeah, you were on the floor naked, man. With a chain around your neck and collar and stuff, man.
良いものだったぞ。
畜生。俺はお前を認めさえしなければ現状は維持できると思っていた。だがそれはどうやら誤解だったらしいな。
そうだ。
Correcto.
そなたが屈服に近づけば近づくほどゲームはわらわに有利に傾いていく。チェスだってそうである。
Yeah.
互いのキングを詰め合う過程でわらわたちはさまざまな駒を取り合
Yeah,
ってい
you
る。
continue to trade pieces. Yeah.
確かにわらわは
Or
未だ
take,
そな
yeah.
たのキングを追い詰めてはおらぬ。
But,
しかしそなたは
yeah.
キングを逃すのに精一杯でいくつもの大駒を失い莫大なアドバンテージを失っておるわ。
Yeah.
後の展開がわらわに有利に傾くのは当然のことよ。
Yeah, you said with my eyes closed, I'll still do it. Oh, he didn't have anything to say. Man, she really got you
死
there.
に物狂いでわらわのチェックメイトだけからは逃れるだろう。だがその間にもわらわはそなたの大駒を次々に奪っていく。
Yep.
やがてはキング以外の全てを失いどのような形でも逃れることのかなわぬ本当のチェックメイトを受けることになろう。前回そなたは気焰を吐いたな。わらわを永遠に認めぬ以上これはわらわを苛む永遠の拷問だなどと。
Yep.
永遠を語るのは無限の域に達した魔女だけよ。そなたにその資格など初めからないわ。
She said. Then she laughs. Yo. Okay, yo, I'm gonna end it right here. I'm getting tired. Yeah, this was a nice start to the episode. You know, they hit us with that slice of life feels and... Okay, let me stop it right here.
黄金の隠し場所についてはすでに金蔵様が私の肖像画の下に碑文にて公示されております。
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I'm going to end it right here, everyone. Like I said, this was a nice start to the episode. This was great. Great start to this. They said slice of life, psych. Also introducing this new dude. What was his name? Ronove? With the monocle. That's pretty cool. But yeah. Thank y'all for tuning in. I may be streaming tomorrow. Not Umineko. I might be streaming something else tomorrow. I may or may not. I'll see how I'm feeling. Will I go 4 days in a row streaming? 3 days in a row streaming. Jeez. But yeah, if I'm not streaming tomorrow, then I will be streaming on Saturday over on Twitch. I'll be playing some more Danganronpa. That's been fun so far. I already did War for One stream last Saturday, so feel free to check that on Twitch. I think it's up there for like 2 weeks, so it'll be gone next Saturday. That first stream will be gone, but yeah, I'm going to have it up on YouTube eventually. Ronove. So yeah, again, thank you for tuning in. Let me actually end this poll as well. See what these final results are. Oh yeah, the Tensura game. Yep, I'll be sure to look that up for sure. Tensura King Monster? Yeah, I have it written down. I got it written down for sure. I'll look it up and see how that is. But more people like milkshakes than smoothies. Okay. Same here. Not going to disagree with. Oh, great. Where's my things? Yeah, not going to disagree with that. But yeah, I'll check out the Tensora game. See how that is, and may not have something up for that. Yeah, I probably will have something up for that because definitely towards the later half of this month, I definitely want to have some more games up on the channel. Some of the stuff I've been recording on the side just haven't put out yet. So yeah, for sure, I'll definitely check it out. So yeah, again, thank you for tuning in for the stream. I definitely check out the Tensora game, and I'll let you know about it next stream. Plans on that, and yeah, check out Dankaranta's stream over on Twitch. Link right here on Saturday. So yeah, again, that's all I have to say. Enjoy your weekend, and yeah, later. Peace.